think he's a giant, dude, behind the bar.
He looked tall.
He came out, he's starting to scratch the ground, and I don't know if you can see that one branch coming down the pine cone, but I looked up and he was chewing on that branch right there. And he came straight because that grunt I did. Give you a play-by-play. Sitting right here. Good. All right, so it's 6:45 on Saturday, November 20th. First day of the year I've hunted with a gun. Was been pretty disciplined about sticking with the bow, but I had enough of it, and I'm glad I made the call today. Probably 10 minutes ago now, did a quick grunt call. Nice little grunt sequence. Started scratching and shaking these tree branches a little bit, and then out of the corner of my eye, if you look right over here, just so you can see my view right here, yeah, through those trees, he was only standing at about 15 yards. Once he came right here, I honestly thought it was going to be a done deal because we're both right here. We're supposed to have a west wind, so that wind's supposed to be coming here. Obviously the forecasted wind was wrong because I dropped some milkweed this morning and it was pushing out in this field, so it's perfect. But he came right here, he actually trotted off a little bit, and I was worried the deal was up, but as soon as that deer got out of sight of us and he didn't have the ability to see, I was comfortable making a grunt call. So when I grabbed my call, I wanted to really kind of muzzle the noise. So I put my hand underneath the call and I pointed the opposite direction, grunted a little bit, scratched the ground, and then he came out. If you see where that little white thing is out in that field, walked out, made the shot at, what'd you say, John, 100 yards?
97 is where I ranged it.
97 yards. I definitely hit him back, but he wasn't looking too good as he went off. So I'm pretty confident he's laying right down in this ditch. We'll see what happens, but I'm fired up. I mean, it's 10 minutes after legal shooting light, so that's about as good as you can ask for, and God is good. I'm very, very blessed, and I couldn't be happier. I'm just ready to get my hands on this guy.
What's up, Ryan?
Kel, what do you think I'm calling you at 6:45 in the morning for?
Did you pull one, Ryan?
I just pulling on one. Here's the best part. I'm hunting with John, and Bowen just filmed me shooting this deer, grunted him in, got him to 10 yards. He skirted around us and just put smack down on him with this 12-gauge slug gun. All on film. I'm getting film right now. Yeah, I mean, he's a decent buck. Yeah, man, I'm fired up.
girl. Yeah, I looked up and said that. I thought I was hearing things. How bad is it? Stop. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Good dog.
He walked right by here earlier.
No, no nuts.
So it was an absolute roller coaster finding this deer. Called probably, I don't know, 5-10 different dog trackers trying to get a hold of somebody who'd come out here. Luckily, we got a hold of a guy, and he was here in a half hour, and the dog did in 20 minutes what we spent 2 hours doing, which we weren't surprised about at all. Got down to the bottom, the deer was kind of struggling to find, or the dog was kind of struggling to find the deer, which I knew if this deer was dead or alive, it'd be laying in here tucked up somewhere down this river bottom. It was just the trouble of trying to get in here and find the deer. Finding my shot, other side of the leg, but I shot this deer right in the back side of his leg and clearly clipped some vitals, because if you would have asked me if that would be a lethal shot, I'd say absolutely no. So either I made a bad shot, the gun's not on, but I'm definitely going to shoot this thing again and find out. Most likely I made a poor shot and got lucky enough to be able to kill the animal, but I'm incredibly grateful. God's good, been blessed today to get to have this animal and get to have this hunt. He got to my buddy and he got the whole thing on camera, so awesome experience and couldn't be happier. Just want to get one more quick interview in before I take this guy to get processed. But you know, since the end of turkey season, I've probably spent on the low end, covered 100 miles, 125, 150 miles scouting on the base. And don't get me wrong, I've been real close to killing deer much more mature and prettier headgear than this one, but I'm incredibly grateful for them. But anytime you put that work in scouting like that, you know, I've got several days spent out there up and down the hills, time away from home with the wife and little one. So I can't be grateful enough. The scouting finally paid off this year. Can't wait to get back in there and get after some of them big boys. But super happy, super stoked, and to see the scouting pay off. It's all about the process, and this is definitely a great feeling. So couldn't be happier, and God's good, very blessed.